Cancer, it's an interesting month for you. If you have a look at the chart here, which I'm going to animate now, the month starts off with 4 planets here in the 12th house, which is sort of a low-key area of your horoscope, while at the same time you've got Mars here activating your sun sign, giving you that push and drive. So a little bit of a tug of war going on there. But I think that's going to change very early in the piece, as you can see, on the 3rd of June, with Venus moving into your sun sign. That softens the impact of Mars. At the same time, you've got Mercury running its retrograde phase here for a little while, and that has to do with your 12th house of journeys, meditation. It's got to do with expenditures, charities, and also a lot to do with the hidden part of your life, the past, those issues that you feel brought you undone at some point. So the retrogression is a very great way of going back in yourself, back through time, to gain an understanding of that. Now, you can't change the past, but you can certainly not repeat those same mistakes. And this is a period where you connect the dots. You also notice that in your marital sector, you've still got the retrograde Pluto and Mars making a very powerful aspect in the first week of the month. That could show some combat, some stalemate positions where neither of you are prepared to concede. One of you has to be a little more conciliatory and flexible in the way that you negotiate. The new moon here on the 10th occurs in this 12th house. It asks you to take a more spiritual, compassionate view of things, especially here when the moon makes contact with Venus and casts its influence on that, that manipulative Pluto in the relationship area. Mars moves to your 2nd house. They're just the end of the 2nd week of June. Mars in the 2nd house is not a great placement. It shows a lot more drive to earn money. You're a lot more committed. But by the same token, you don't want anyone to get in your road. That's also shown by the moon transiting there. You could be a little emotional about the way in which you approach your finances. Mercury here being retrograde for some time tells us that as well as going through your past, you may be looking at the way in which you share your resources with other people, questioning yourself as to the worthiness of those people. You may have gotten yourself in a position where, and I'm not saying this is a conscious thing where you're purposely trying to buy the affection of other people, but sometimes we do tend to overgive or try to overcompensate, especially if it's with someone that we've done the wrong thing by. And I would caution you against that, because ingratiating yourself doesn't really elicit the proper sort of respect from other people. So this is simply a period where you need to reestablish the rules of your own game. It goes stationary there on the 22nd, which means relative to the motion of the Earth and other planets, it looks like it's stopped moving. And it's very powerful for this couple of days. So I'd say around 22nd, 23rd and 24th, at which point then it moves direct, as you can see there. Then I think there are going to be some important developments in your relationships. And that's also shown by the full moon there on the 25th, with the moon moving into the 7th house of relationships and then making that powerful transformative contact with Pluto, retrograde Pluto. Straight after that, the moon is going to move into your 8th house. So there's a few days of intimacy there that you can look forward to. But Saturn cautions you, it pulls you back. It may be that one or other of you is not feeling completely open, even though you want that closeness. I would suggest you stop playing mind games and just, if you want to give your partner a hug and a kiss and more, go and do that, and don't be apologetic for it. A better phase there on the 29th with Moon moving into the conjunction of Jupiter in your 9th house. That's very, very lucky. This is a very good combination for you. There may be a few little health issues shown by that, because Jupiter is ruling your 6th house here, And so if there's any sort of confusion shown by Neptune, any sort of concerns you have over your health, then take a quick trip to the doc and make sure that you alleviate any of those fears that you may have. I'm going over to astrology.com.au. Why don't you join me? There's more there on this month. There's the daily, weekly, monthly, yearly readings, free psychic readings of all sorts. And naturally, if you want to have a more detailed personal reading, I always recommend to have that with me. I'm more than happy to talk to you. If you've got any questions regarding that, just drop me a line, subscribe, and I'll see you here next month. Take care. Bye-bye.